Welcome in, my glorious human being. If you clicked on this video was meant for you. What you need to hear right now, what is coming up in your energy, what's important for you to know, what is going to open up the lid on anything that's going on in your life. Are you making big decisions? Are there things that are swarming your mind? Are there things that are going on? I want to first start with an oracle card for you. So we're going to start with just some divine sacred advice, getting you started here. We have life lessons, acknowledge and release for renewal. I would love for you to put in your calendar a full moon alert for a little release party, for a release and renewal party that you're going to do a little ritual. You can charge your crystals under that full moon as well, but you can light some candles, get into a meditative space, figure out what you need to release. You can write things on a piece of paper and you can burn that energy off safely, always safely, if you choose to, or you can submerge it in water as well. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's get into the cards for you. So the first deck that I'm getting into for you is the gold deck. I want to start with some golden energy. What golden energy is coming up for you? What is being highlighted in your energy field and in your life right now? What do we need to know about what's going on? What is in there? And let yourself really just tap into your divine essence, who you are, just the vibration of you. You don't have to be anybody else, but exactly who you are right here, right now, in this moment. You can let go of anything else, any masks, any extra items that you've been carrying around or projecting out to the world. All right, so it looks like I have 6 cards here. I have the Queen of Cups is my first card for you. Okay, I'm gonna turn these over as we go, because I'm feeling called to do that. So I have already turned over a second card, which is the Two of Swords. Now, the first thing that is coming up here for me is that this is an opportunity in your life to really, really tap into your divine intuition. And I feel like even if you know that you are so strongly intuitive, which I think you do, I think that there is more room for you to tap into it. I think there is more space for you to harness into your divine intuition powers, that you have a set of skills and energetic knowing, and your emotions alert you to things. And it's time to really start crafting that for yourself, really dipping into that for yourself. This is the time to sit into a whole new sphere and a whole new space for you. That divine feminine energy that is in touch with the other world, that what is on the other side of the veil, what is in the spiritual realm, what is coming to you as messages, what is being sent to you as a divine calling, but also what you're emotionally feeling. I want you to, you could get really intense with this and you could track your emotions throughout the day, what it is alerting you to, what it is telling you, that you might be taking on somebody else's energy, that something else is going on, that you saw a certain tree and that started a certain emotion within you, but why? Where did that come from? What is that telling you? What is the sign that's there? Does that tree remind you of someone? Does that smell remind you of someone? Is that person, do you get the feeling that they're thinking of you right now? Do you get the feeling that energy is wrapped up in your energy and is holding a little piece of you? Do you want that to be the case? Do you want that to be so? Do you want to release that? I want you to just really start to dive into your intuition and your emotions. And that means trusting as well. It's a space of trusting what is coming up for you, your inner knowing, but also trusting your emotions, that you're not going to, I think sometimes when you're a very emotional person or you house a lot of intuition and emotion within you, you can get scared of the depth of that. I mean, she's sitting next to this is the ocean. The ocean can be scary. Absolutely. There is no sailing movie out there that does not make us think that the ocean is not scary. The ocean can be fierce, and it can be powerful, and it can be deadly, and it can be overwhelming, and it can be calm, and it can be life opening, and it can be beautiful. It can be all of the things, but there's so much there that sometimes it's scary to really step into that. So there is an element of trust with yourself that you can handle anything that's coming to you. The ship that you are on It is built for this. You are built for this. Sorry for my ranting away at your Queen of Cups self, but that is the very first card that we are pulling for you today that is strong in your energy, and there's important messages there for that. Now, the Two of Swords is the next most important card that's popping up. It is the second card that we pulled, pulling this in our gold deck. The Two of Swords is a decision-making card. This is sitting at a crossroads. This is a blindfolded figure. This is a space where you have two paths that you could go down. I'm guessing that you have a big decision that you are currently making. If it is not, then it is one that will be coming up in your near future. And that can get to a space where occasionally we just decide not to make a decision at all. So remember, you have three choices, really. You have a decision to decide on this path. You have a decision to decide on this path. This could be more than two paths, of course. And this also could be a decision not to decide, which is also a choice. And in doing that, you are releasing your own beautiful human choice, which would be perhaps feeling better in the short term. Because you feel like maybe you're letting fate decide, or you're letting the universe decide, or you're letting someone else decide. But ultimately, the universe wants you to dip into that intuition, your inner knowing, and to be able to say, this is what I want for myself. You show me the path. I need help figuring out the path that leads me where I want to go. I need help deciphering the signs that take me where I want to be. But I know what I want for myself. I know what the clarity is for myself. Okay, so for the third card, once again, I'm pulling these over, so I don't know what they are yet, which feels like the right energy to be in. I do love seeing cards all together because they also, they inform each other. But this is the way we're revealing. So in this card, this is a card of a person looking into these clouds. They're all the cups, feelings, and emotions. They're all different sorts of things there. There's scary things, there are wonderful things, yummy things. All manner of delight and fear and terror. But this is sort of a departure from reality. This is a space that is not in the here and now. And I would love for you, the first time I read Eckhart Tolle a million years ago, I remember being like mind blown by the concept that all of this stuff is going on, and you're intuitive. You can feel all the stuff that's going on. You can probably feel all this possibility and potential, and that is an overwhelming space. And the sea, that ocean is rolling, and that's an overwhelming space. But in the here and now, in this exact moment, everything is okay. In the here and now, in this exact moment, nothing is going to implode unless you're standing in front of, like a car that's moving towards you. But I'm guessing that here and now in this exact moment, everything's all right. Everything's okay. Keep coming back to that present moment. You don't have to spend your time in the emotions of another space that is not here and now. You're allowed to be present with yourself. You're allowed to think, well, as I chop this pepper, as I cut this pepper up, everything is fine. Everything is okay. Even if the overarching story of what's happening in your life at the moment is not okay and doesn't feel good, that moment of cutting that pepper, everything actually is okay. Okay, now we have the Eight of Cups. So this is a card with a lot of cups. Woo! Feelings and emotions. You got some emotional space, Queen of Cups, which say thank you to yourself for having that space. What a beautiful thing to have. And it's guiding you. It's one of your superpowers. So this space is a space of moving away from things that are no longer serving you. And this to me feels like a little message coming in that says it's okay to let that go. And you can talk yourself through letting go anything that you need to let go of. And sometimes things show up in a physical manifestation. So if you are feeling a lot of stress and strain from your emotions, maybe it's directly in your heart center, maybe you're wearing it on your shoulders, oof, maybe you're wearing it in your back, oof, maybe you're wearing it in your facial expressions, maybe you're wearing it in your, tension at the crown of your head, wherever that might physically manifest, it's okay to coach yourself through that. And you can coach yourself starting with the physical, because I think that's easier to do. It's okay to let go of this now. It's okay to let go of this now. It's okay to let go of this now. And you can actually tap, and sort of tapping into tapping. That was very meta. Tapping, it's okay to let go now. It's okay to let go of this now. I've got you. I choose you. I support you. It's okay to let go now. It's okay to let go now. You're safe. Right here, right now, everything is okay. It's okay to let go now. Coaching yourself through the process of letting go, of releasing things that are no longer serving you. You can always come back to them if you need them. If you need those thoughts again, if you need that space to feel safe and secure, it'll be there for you. If you need it, you can come back to it. But it's also okay to give yourself moments to release. Okay, now we also have the Three of Wands popping up. So with all of this going on, you see this figure, and he is looking out at the ocean. And I'm pointing at the ocean and the water because of the Queen of Cups. And we've been talking about the ocean and all those feelings and emotions, and trusting yourself with the violence of the ocean, the calm of the ocean, whatever comes your way. Your ship was built for this. So there is a space here. We're looking at, this figure is looking at the ships that are passing by. The wands get into passion, purpose, drive. They get into this fire energy. There's a space here for you to do some reviewing. What have you been doing really well? Where do you need to tighten things up? Do you need to make, a little progress report of, I really love, because I do feel like we're always critiquing ourselves and criticizing ourselves and what can be better, what can be better, what can be better. I do love the idea and the practice of writing down the things you're proud of yourself for. Why are you grateful to yourself? What are you proud of yourself for? What are you doing that is remarkable? And it can be teeny tiny small things. I am so impressed with myself for not retaliating right away, or not saying something right away, and just thinking about letting the thoughts settle before I got reactive in this one situation. I am so proud of myself for having this new cooking habit where I am here right now, and it is about me and the food and the spices, and just being here right now and letting my other senses take over: the smell, the taste, the feel of it in my fingers, finding those things. And they could be huge accomplishments as well. I'm so proud of winning this account, or, doing this thing where I got congratulated at work, or talking to this stranger who, then asked me on a date. Whatever it is, I want you to really review those things. Oh, I love the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, honestly, is one of my favorite cards. And I think for me, I love it so much because it is a card of habit. It is kind of just, it's habit and routine. Now, our pentacles, our first pentacle pull of the day, get into the things of the physical world. So this can get into your physical body. This can get into your surroundings, your home, your financial status, your money, your abundance, and any aspect of your physical world, your health. And this is a card of showing up and putting in the work and doing the thing. And you notice he's not unhappy about it. He's happy to be doing it. It feels peaceful. This feels good. And I want you to think about the things that you have an energy portal that's opening up for you, that's also opening up, because obviously we got a lot of feelings, emotions, headspace, stuff that's going on in this other realm for you. But this is right here, right now in the physical world, that you have this portal opening up for you to manifest things through the power of habit. And I want you to think about your current habits. What are you currently habitually habitually doing? Are those things fostering and feeding where you want to be in your life? What do you want to change? And this could be, I want to have a morning routine of going for a walk every day. And I'm going to set that up by stacking that. I'm going to have my cup of coffee, and then right after I finish that cup of coffee, I'm going to go for a walk, and I'll have my walking shoes out and my walking clothes on before I even have my cup of coffee. Or, the habit of tidying up a room every time you use it. I have a habit of putting things away as soon as I'm done with them. Even if I know I'm going to need it later, regardless, I'm cleaning up my space. Or I have a habit of sending money straight to savings or investment as soon as it comes in and paying myself first. But this is a card of investing in yourself, investing in you, and the power of really showing up for yourself. So that portal is opening up, and what are you going to do with that beautiful magic energy? There is magic in the everyday. There is magic in habits. There's magic in creation, in what you consistently do, what you consistently think of, your consistent mindset. All of that is extremely powerful. Let's move decks. Moving into my beautiful pink deck here now, our sassy pink deck, who loves doing whatever she loves doing. I'm going to give her some free reign to do whatever she wants to do right now. So I'm going to lay these cards out. I'm just going to give a brush of my hand, and then I'm going to see what she wants to pop forward for. Oh yeah, what she wants to pop forward for us. Yeah, and we've got some stuff popping up, some good things. You know what? I'm going to flip these over one at a time too. That's the energy I'm feeling. So we have the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So our first Pentacle card was the Eight of Pentacles, that investment, that habit, that routine, physical world. We're coming right off that energy. That portal's opening up for you. And this card says new opportunities for things you want in the physical world are on their way to you. Be open-handed about it. Be ready to receive. If you need to do any work about how valid it feels for you to receive, I was having the best conversation with Dahlia the other day, who was talking about finances and talking with people about finances and financial readings, and how money is one of the most spiritual things that you can really take a look at, because so many of us have so much to unpack around money, that the worthiness that we have, like preconceived beliefs about, if you want money, then you must be a greedy person. It's not okay to want money. That people have a lot of baggage around money, and it's such a spiritual endeavor to take a look inside and also to tap into your innate worthiness, that this is an abundant universe. There is an abundance everywhere. In nature, there is an abundance. Things go through ebbs and flows and cycles. It is okay to open yourself up to receiving what the universe has on tap for you, what the universe wants to hand you. So, do whatever you need to do to get those hands open, which means if you need to, if your hands are in your pockets because you're like, nope, that's not a worthy thing. Nope, that I don't deserve that. Nope, I should have to struggle if I want to have that. Oh, nope, looking at that from abundance, but also your physical beauty, your physical beautiful space, your items, the things that you own. Looking at all of that, your health, that you open your hands up to what wants to come in for you, and then look for the opportunities of what is coming in for you. So next we have the Temperance card reversed. So this is telling me that there's something that you've been trying to create balance with in your life that you have not really successfully done, but that there's an opportunity here right now. And I'm talking about a very immediate energy. All of this feels like very immediate energy to me. So I am thinking this is now. This is here in the now. What it is that you want to balance, that you have not been able to find balance with, that you've been struggling to find balance with, this has an opportunity to turn around. Now is the time to focus on finding balance with that thing. If you've been like putting something off, I'm going to start cutting back on XYZ from whatever habit you might have that feels out of balance or doesn't feel good to you. I'm going to stop stress eating, or I'm going to, one day I am going to stop this overthinking habit or these negative thoughts, or I'm really going to take a look at that and try to get to that, or over shopping or overspending, or which would be, sort of the antithesis of, like you're worthy of it. You can keep it, but also you don't have to be afraid to spend it, But there is something here that is saying you have an opportunity now to find balance with that thing that you have been wanting to find balance with. And we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a hold your space energy. This is fire energy. It is passion. It is purpose. It is drive. It is career. So if you have, and this could be in your career field, but this could also just be what you're the most passionate about, what you want to be doing, what you want to be creatively making, or maybe you want to be writing a book, or maybe you want to be, doing something. There's something that you've been in this creation process with, or just career stuff. But there's something where you've gotten to a place where you've made progress, and you are at a place in your progress. And this card is, honestly, normally I would say this card is saying, hold your ground, that you're doing something where you're really maintaining the knowledge, the space that you've covered. But I really feel like this card is saying you've covered a lot of ground. Give yourself a big pat on the back, and don't be afraid to look forward, that you don't have to worry so much about holding this space because you've got that. You can look forward to what is coming in for you, because we have that things coming in for you. So there is an energy of receiving that's around you. Be open to what is also coming in for you, to up level, to go to a new space, to gain new ground, to find a new space where you're holding the ground. So I do think that is an upward trajectory. Trajectory. I don't know why, but sometimes I love the word, but it is hard to say sometimes. Say it, 8 times fast. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. So something that was also giving you a lot of mental strife. Oh, I love this, because we do have, we've had those messages coming in about, you can chop the pepper. Everything is okay right now. Right now, I don't have to be in that removed space of what could happen, all the possibilities, all the things. My mind is da 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 da. Right here, right now, everything is okay. And this is telling me that there's a path that you're walking right now that is going to lead you to a space where you can release a whole lot of mental strife, sword space, mental space, thought space, all of these floating things that are just strolling through your subconscious and your conscious, and it's just thoughts upon thoughts upon thoughts, things that you are aware of, things that you are not even aware of, that are holding space in your energy field. This is a space where you are beginning to set that down and be able to walk away from that and move away from things that really cause you a lot of mental negative activity. Hi, my Queen of Pentacles. So our second Queen of the day, we have the Queen of Cups as your very first card. The Queen of Pentacles is popping up here in our pink deck. So our sassy deck wants to say, hey, we've been talking about this pentacle energy for you. The habits, the routines, the power of doing something continuously, the power of just showing up for something every day. And in the physical world, because we are in that pentacle space, there is something in this physical world that's going on there, and a portal opening up for you. For abundance, health, body, space, items. There are new opportunities coming in for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles pops up. And this sassy deck is saying, lady, you can land this. Whatever you are striving for in the physical realm, you can be the queen of that thing where it might be hard for other people. And we'll use the physical body for as an example that you wanted to get into a routine of exercising every morning, going for that walk, maybe going for a run, going to a yoga class, working out of the gym. And you know people struggle with this. This is a struggle that maybe you've had for a long time. It's always been a struggle to maintain a kind of routine around your physical body and taking care of it and tending to your garden, your physical garden. And this is saying what might be hard for other people is not going to be hard for you. What was hard for you in the past, that doesn't mean it's hard for you now. These things you want to acquire, the money that you want to have, the items that you want to have, the body, the health, whatever that thing is, you can do it pretty easily. You actually have, from all of this that you've done, all of the distance that you've covered, the things that you've done so well, the things that, those experiences that you've been through, from all of that stuff, you have landed in a real seat of power with this, where not only will this be easy for you if you let it and you open your hands to it, but it can also be joyful, and it can be something where it affects the other people around you too. So not only is it not selfish to think of yourself as worthy of those things, but it also is going to inspire and help all of the people. This is a nurturing card. This gets into mother energy. This is a growth card, growing everything around you, including the people. This is a space where you actually are going to be like out planting seeds for everyone else to grow as well. And don't you want them to have that growth energy? Don't you want them to see you as an example? And this could be your actual children, but this could just be anyone, strangers who see you taking joy in going for your morning run, or just showing up every day on the yoga mat next to them, whatever that is. The money that you build, the empire that you build, that it will help foster opportunities for the people in your life, help nurture them and inspire other people. And that this is good energy. I like it. I like it. I love our Queen of Pentacles and I love our Queen of Cups. So now we also have the Two of Wands, which is very much this does get into it being a traveling card. It has feelings off of the Three of Wands. My nails are not letting me pick up my Three of Wands. So they have a similarity. There's a similar feel here. Now, what I'm seeing here, though, is, so this could be a call to travel. And I can absolutely see our sassy pink deck being like, you need a trip. There's some place that you need to go. You should do something for yourself. You should plan out something great. And maybe it's getting into your Queen of Pentacles energy of, okay, plan a trip that you can't afford right now. You don't have to book anything. You don't have to buy anything, but just vision board it. I'm going to go to Santorini. Okay, great. How much would those tickets be? And where would I want to stay? What does the Airbnb look like? Photo inspirations of the things I want to wear while I'm there. This is how I kind of want to pack. These are the things I want to go see. I want to see this historical space. I want to go in the ocean. I want to da-da-da. I want to eat at this restaurant. Just planning out that trip for yourself, and letting yourself manifest the abundance to go and make that a reality, letting yourself open up to manifesting and bringing on this energy that you have of letting it come in, letting it come to you. So this could be actual travel in that way, but I do always see this also as sort of traveling in your regular life, that there are opportunities even in the things you do every single day to see things in a new way. And that could be as little as, okay, I always put my yoga mat here in the room. Today I am putting my yoga mat here in the room. That might sound so silly, but it is these small little things that open up a big open window for you to see things differently, to look at it with a traveler's perspective, with new eyes. Ooh, this is fun. I'm having fun in your energy. You really are bringing so much to the table. There are really good things going on for you, and I love this. Life lessons, yes. Acknowledge and release for renewal. Okay, I'm stepping into our black deck. So in this deck, honestly, I just want a fresh perspective. We've been sort of taking a look at this, Two of Wands and this fresh perspective of traveling. Okay, so I had two cards that jumped out, and we're asking for a fresh perspective. And we have the Death card, and we also have the Six of Swords here. So the interesting thing is that our deck is kind of like, oh, you want a new perspective on something? Let me tell you. There is something that you may have already released. Perhaps it released itself from you, that it walked out of your life, a job, a person, a opportunity, a dream. That could be it. Or it could be something that you are personally letting go of. It doesn't serve me anymore. I'm letting this go. This is telling me to take a whole fresh perspective on that. Look at it with new eyes. See it with new eyes. Oh, actually, that thing that walked out the door, that thing wasn't right for me. That thing that opened up a whole new opportunity for me and pushed me out of the nest. That was like the mother bird, boop, out you go. It's time to fly. Now this is going to feel painful. It's not going to be the happiest experience of your life, but it could be the happiest experience of your life on the other side. Because after this, you get to fly. You get to fly. I'm going to leave it at that because I like that analogy. All right, so with our Six of Swords, that is a moving away energy, and combined with that Death card, it is that feeling that like some things they don't feel good. And it's okay to acknowledge that and recognize that this feels really crummy. And I hate the feeling of having to let this thing go or move in another direction away from this thing and even these thoughts that surround this thing. But that is how we find a new space. That's where we find joy on the other side of that. That's where we move into a space that has all of those things that warm your skin and feel like they make you want to dance for joy and be lit up in this life and feel like oh, actually this landed me in a space where I actually want to be. And that other space wasn't where I actually wanted to be. I just didn't really know it at the time. Oh my. Okay, I'm still in our black deck, and I am asking, I'm going to pull two more cards because I'm feeling two more cards. And I'm really just opening this up. I'm just leaving it open. Oh, hey. Oh. All right, so we have the Two of Swords reversed. Remember, we pulled the Two of Swords for you upright as our second card, or gold card of the day. So big decision, crossroads to not making a decision. That is still a decision. You're going to get choices. It is beautiful to make your own choices and decide what it is you want for yourself. And you can open yourself up to the universe and say, hey, I don't know how to make this choice. I know where I want to be. I just don't know which path is going to get me there. But knowing where you want to be, that's the biggest part. So this is saying, with this reverse, that these choices that you have to make, this is very important. And that was the second card that we pulled, so strong energy. So this is saying you might not even really realize what the paths are, what your options are. And what I want you to think about with that is, truly don't limit yourself. If in your mind you are thinking, let's talk about romance. Here's one person. Here is another person. One path, two paths. But actually, here is a whole other person that is your person. So don't limit yourself to know where you want to go, know where you want to be, know what you want the end result to look like and feel like emotionally. Sit into those emotions and ask the universe, ask your angels, ask your guides, ask for help, or get a reading and get help on finding out how to get there. How do I get here? Show me, give me signs, use my intuition. You and your intuition, you've got this. So very interesting. Now, the Two of Pentacles fits right in with our Two of Swords. That is very interesting for those two to pop up together. So our Two of Pentacles also popping up here. And I really do feel our Pentacles have been very strong. My Queen of Pentacles have been very strong energy in the physical world. So I do feel like there are things in the physical world that you might be juggling in juxtaposing ways that are not, that could limit the progress that you're making. So if there is a part of you that has a very clear, this is what I want, but that completely contradicts something else that you want, and those two things are trying to live together, you might not get either one of those things, because it's just a seesaw. It's just a back and forth. What I want is, I really want to feel, we'll go back to the physical body. I really want to feel, fit and healthy and good in my physical body, and have a routine that makes me feel fit and good and alive in my physical body. And then there's another want that you want to feel, like comforted in an old way by certain foods or things that completely contradict each other. And that could be like and I don't mean that be in an unhealthy way, that like the universe wants you to have every good thing. So, if there's something that you're really desiring over here, like, then really look at that. That's something you're really desiring. But also look at how you might have like a limited perspective on that, oh, my old feeling was that I had to, when I was a kid, I never got to eat the whole bag of sugar cookies, and now I want to be able to eat the whole bag of sugar cookies, and that is what makes me feel emotionally sated. Like, those would contradict each other perhaps, but it really, it's going to be personal to you. Those can be like little hot button things, so I don't want to impose any thoughts on you about what that would be, but I do want you to just look at things that might contradict each other, contradicting desires and contradicting actions that might not give you the progress that you want in the physical world, financial, health, in your physical living space, in your physical body, beauty, all of that. Okay, good info, good stuff coming in. I want to stay in our black deck. I don't often stay in our black deck very much, but I feel like our black deck's giving us some really sharp answers. This does feel like it has more masculine energy to it. That's a little more cut to the chase. I'm going to get right to it, and a little bit more straight line energy of what needs to be heard. Not really coating it in too much of a, not sugarcoating anything, sort of really putting it out there. So let's stay in here for one more pull. So I am pulling 4 more cards from our black deck. So I have the 5 of Wands. I have the Hierophant reversed. And look who has the Queen of Pentacles again. I love duplicate cards because it really amplifies a message, or gives us new information about a message we've already gotten. And it is so, like, I love it. Okay, and we have the 8 of Swords. So clear messages coming in. First of all, we have the 5 of Wands, and this is a fiery energy. Now, our Wands energy so far for you has been, so we have the 7 of Wands, which is sort of that a bit of a fiery card of, like that's some intense energy of holding the ground, which that message felt like it was actually like, okay, yes, hold your ground, but also don't forget that you have new places you can ascend to. And then we have our 3 of Wands, which is a sort of more of a passive energy of looking out at things. And then we have that travel energy. So this is combustible. This is sort of a combustion energy, and it also is competitive. So if there's something in your world, career, passion, purpose, all those things we were talking about before, so this could be you're trying to write a book and that's your real purpose and passion right now, then that's the thing that I'm talking about. If it is your career, I want to, up level to this place, and I want to be the CEO, and I want to then we're talking about that. But this is a card that says it's okay. I'm feeling this as a sign to, hey, lean in, let yourself dive into your masculine energy. Go for it. Let yourself be obsessed about results, obsessed about this topic. Let yourself just lean in and be your strongest self there. Let yourself bring it all in, even if that feels different than how you normally are. It perhaps is bringing an energy that you're afraid of because you don't want to, you don't want to participate at your fullest capacity and outrun everyone because you're so used to being in maybe more of a feminine energy, but let yourself go for it. Let yourself really truly bring in the muscle for it. Let yourself just, light up a little spark around that. Now, the Hierophant reversed, the way I am feeling this, now this can get into social norms, this can get into education, this can get into religion, this can get into spiritual practices, but the way I'm really feeling this is that you might have some knowledge that you have held as sacred for a long time, that like this is a truth, this is my, this is a sort of sacred truth that I have created for myself. And I'm not saying that it's anything that's, but this is something that gets into something that perhaps you picked up from someone else, or you decided because five people you dated all had this same belief system of like, oh, we can go back to money. You can't be a good person and have a lot of money. Like if you were really a good person, you would, just sort of have just enough. Like you can't want more than just enough. It could be that kind of thing where you've held this sort of sacred truth for yourself. This is saying it's time to reevaluate what you consider to be that sacred truth. It's time to reevaluate the things you've taken on as your beliefs, things that you've held as like your precious education, that you're like, oh yeah, this is the information. It's time to just take a look back at the information with a curiosity, with a question mark, a questioning eye, and just reevaluate it for yourself. That's it. That's it. It's all you have to do. Just open the lid to reevaluating. And that feels like that could get a little touchy too, because that gets into, belief systems. But I'm not saying blow up your world or that things are not true. They could absolutely be true, but there might be something else that you're not even thinking of that you are holding as sort of a sacred belief of yours that you don't even really realize you're holding it as a sacred belief. I don't even realize that I sort of believe that I am not worthy of this because I wasn't given this as a child, or that I'm never going to have this because I've never seen anyone else have it. That thing of like, what was it, the 4-minute mile, I think, that no one had done it. And then, one person did it and then 2 more people did it in the same week after that, because it opened the lid on, oh, what is possible? Oh, I didn't think, no one thought it was possible. So, so the belief system changed. It changed everything. We have the Queen of Pentacles again. And this feels like a very strong reinforcing card that says, hey, this portal is really opening up for you. Make use of this. Land in your power. Let yourself have the thing. Have the things. Let yourself be open to that. Let yourself take open hands and, just let it rain down on you. It happens to be raining where I am right now. So let it rain on you. Go out and put your face in that rain and be accepting of the things that want to come in for you. Let yourself be strong and grow the things that you want, and trust that abundance is going to positively affect you, your life, but also all the people in your life, the people that are in your world, and the people that see your world that you aren't even really interacting with. Let that abundance, sit into that and make use of that energy that is here for you right now. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And like this video, and I'm going to continue on. Okay, so then we have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is a very clear card. It is a card that says, hey, you're kind of being held prison here by your own thoughts. You might have put yourself in a prison in certain ways at certain times that you may or may not be aware of, but you also may or may not be aware of the fact that you can let yourself out of this at any time. That is your choice. These binds are loose. She could get out of this space at any time. This has become a comfort zone for her. That being in this prison of thoughts is just how she's comfortable now. This is the new normal. This is the normal, and you know, and that's where we are. This doesn't have to be your new normal anymore. This doesn't have to be where you let yourself stay. If you release that blindfold, if you let those binds fall off your body and you open yourself up to the freedom of what is available to you, it will be like air hitting your face for the first time. Being able to truly see, oh, the sun is over there. It's not here. The sun is over there. I can go stand in the sun, and I've been standing in a shadow all this time. I've been standing in a place that is cold and doesn't feel good and super uncomfortable because I didn't really realize, just by taking off this blindfold, releasing these binds, that over there is where I really want to be, and it's so close. All I have to do is walk 10 steps to get there. Woo! Black deck, bring in the truth. Okay. So I do want to move in to our white deck just to get a little bit of clarity. So our white deck I often use to channel in things. So I want to channel in either angels, guides, your higher self, your future self. But what I really want to do is I want to crack this open to the universe, to source. I want to crack this open to getting some answers for you about these paths that are coming up for you. So I just want to sort of put you on alert of what's, just anything that is coming in for messages about these paths, this decision that you have to make, that Two of Swords energy, the Two of Swords reverse that we pulled 2 times. So I just want to take a look at that. I'm pulling 3 cards, and we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the 6 of Wands, and we have the Magician. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the message that's coming in about this big decision you have to make, these choices that are coming up, whether you can totally see them or not. Because remember, our 2 of Swords reversed is that feeling of, oh, I might not even really realize what all of my options are, that I might not be really getting the full picture. So it's getting to the what is it you want at the end feeling, as opposed to just what this path looks like here and now. The Wheel of Fortune coming in, it feels like it's saying there is something that's going to feel very unlucky. Something that feels like it is not a good option or not a good thing in your life, and be on high alert for that thing. This could be a job loss. This could be, I don't want to even say that. That feels awful just even saying. This doesn't even have to be something that totally shakes your world up. It could just be something that feels awful. These people didn't invite me to a party. I feel like I'm unlucky. I feel like I'm not the chosen one. I'm not the person that's getting the good fortune. Good things are not falling at my feet. Something that feels unlucky is going to put you on alert to keep your eyes open, that a new path is opening up for you, that there is something here that you need to look at. So this is more about a message and a sign. You have your great intuition to tap into what that is. But there's something coming in that's going to feel unfortunate, and this could be a series of things that feel unfortunate. Look at all of them. Look at the things that are surrounding that. Who are the people involved? How does it make you feel? Does it relate back to somebody else? Is it sending you in a different direction? Is it making you look for a new opportunity? Look for those things that's sending you into a space of a new path, something else that's coming up. The 6 of Wands tells me that you have every tool. Honestly, really, these two go together here for me. The Magician is the Master Manifestor card. The Magician has every tool at their disposal to manifest what it is they want and they desire. They have every power, everything at their disposal. All they have to do is pick up the tools and use them, take action, and they can manifest what they desire. That's why it's so important to know what it is you do desire. At the end of those paths, what is it that you are actually looking to have? What do you want to feel in your body and your emotions? What does that look like? What does it feel like? What is the essence of that? Just knowing that. And then with our 6 of Wands, this is really coming in and saying you have the winning energy already. You already have the ability to win at this at these paths and this choice, these decisions that are coming up for you. That winning ability is already within you. You can trust yourself. You can trust that you will make the right decisions. You can trust that things are going to be okay, that you're going to figure it out. You'll take the time to figure it out if you need more time, that you'll be brave enough to make the decisions. The potential for all of that is already here. So you have all of the potential that you need. It is important to know that it's coming up so that you actually utilize it, you look for it, you do put on your cloak of bravery. You do put on your cloak of taking action. You do put on your cloak of your magician energy so that you know that you need to take action towards what it is that you want, because those things are ready to hatch and manifest for you. And you already have a winning energy in this space. There's nothing to be afraid of. Remember, this is just something, I'm not referencing anything I've said today, but this is something I say a lot, that we're not making choices and decisions that are fear-based here. This isn't a place of fear that we're leaping out of or that we're moving from or towards. Fear doesn't really have a space here. And I like to say that to myself often. So sometimes I'll call like my personal vortex the garden, and being in the garden. I'm like, there is no fear in the garden. The garden doesn't have any fear. Fear doesn't live here in the garden. So, let yourself be in that fearless space. The fear is not coming in as a component of which path do you choose, which person is it, or whatever the decisions are. That's not something that's motivating your actions. Okay, so I'd like to pull one last card for you. And I'm not going to pull an oracle card. I am going to just pull one last tarot card. Yeah. Okay. From my beautiful old trusty deck. It feels very wise in my hands right now. I have so many chills right now. I pulled the Queen of Pentacles for a third time. That's the one card that our old trusty deck wanted to offer up for you. All the chills. Our strong first pull was the Queen of Cups. You have some strong queen energy, but you in the physical world have this power right now. You can do things that other people think are hard and difficult. Don't listen to that noise. That is just noise. You make your decisions for yourself. You decide what is hard and what is easy. Just because it is hard for everyone else to open up and allow and let the abundance rain down, to be in the space that you want, to have habits that you want, to show up in a way for yourself that you want, that it doesn't mean it is going to be hard for you. It doesn't mean it will be difficult. And if it is hard or if it is difficult in moments, that doesn't mean that you aren't capable. You are. You are capable of doing hard things. You are capable of unbelievable things. You have power, and it is nurturing. It is growing. You are growing yourself in your own personal garden, but you are also growing the people around you by letting yourself sit into this power of growth and abundance, letting what you want fall into your life, allowing yourself to be your strongest version of you, who shows up with those habits, who shows up with that investment in yourself every day. The consistent things that you do, those habits and routines, they work magic. There is magic behind that. And the mental space, there is magic there. I want your comments. Please comment. I want to hear about your magic. I want to hear about your investments. I want to hear about how you want to use this, how you want to open this up for yourself, and how this makes you feel. Well, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. What do we drop as an emoji below in order to honor that? That's pretty big. Oh, wow. I think we plant a tree below. Drop a tree below, just in that growth. And this, I mean, really, this could be any kind of flower or garden, anything that grows, for that growth energy, for what it is that you are letting grow, that that beautiful energy to sit into. Whoa. I love you. I am so impressed with your energy. I cannot wait to hear about this. Please send me comments. Let me know if you feel this energy, if you're like, yeah. And also come back and let me know how this manifests in your life. I read all the comments. I don't comment on all the comments, but I read them all. And I send you love when I do it. I send you blessings. I send you my energy behind what it is that you are seeking. And wow, am I just sending you so much love and so much light right now. I'm going to see you again so soon, so soon. And until then, off you go. Woo! Bird from the tree. Go fly. Mwah!